Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be drawing Hierophant Green from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, wide page, I recommend a pencil. So just to fit in his shoulders and stuff like that. So I'm using landscape, long white page. Okay. So, we're in the top half of our page. We're going to start with his eyes. So we're going to start with his top eyelid, curve it across, like so. Curve around like this, both sides. And then we'll bring it down to here and then back up, like so. His eyes are pretty close together, so the next one is just, say, here. So curve this across again. So, curve it around the bottom, curve it around this side, and bring it down around and under there. And of course, Hierophant Green has those lines in his eyes, so like curving lines this way. Like so. And then a couple more on this side. Three, four, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. So he's got like a face mask on, right? So it kind of comes down in between his eyes, so curves down like so. Two lines coming down here first, and then it's going to swing out and around. It's going to come all the way out like this and down. It kind of looks like the top of a bottle, you know, like a wine bottle at first, and then this is going to come down a bit further and curve around here. So this has some details inside of it. So it's got kind of the end of it here. Like so. And then it's got some lines coming up the side. Diagonal up this way, diagonal up that way. Then we have some inside lines inside here. So like some details, some edge lines. Just there. Same here. A bolt or two. Like that. And then some kind of vents. Like some areas for him to breathe or something. Just here. Like so. Maybe there's a line inside them. You can barely see it though. And then, so this comes up to like a love heart that's in the middle of his head. So it's like, so it comes down to a point here, comes up like so. And then this is going to curve around like this. And then it's going to go up the center of his head, up to the very top of his head. So it's going to go up like this, both sides to there. So now it's like an arrow pointing down, and this has like a letterbox kind of shape just right here. Like so. You might have an edge to it just there. At the top of that arrow, just up here, it's the very top of his head, so it's got, sort of comes around like this first, and then it looks like, what would you call it? Sort of those hats that members of the Jewish religion wear. What are they called? I don't know. The Pope's hat. You know, like the sort of comes out around. I know the Pope's not Jewish, but it's that sort of small little hat that just sits on the top of the head. Just here. Who'd have thought you'd be talking about the Pope when drawing Hierophant green? This curves around. Like so. And then there's like an ellipse, like a skinny sideways circle just inside here. Just at the top. It's like a hole. And then it has a line inside here. Like that. Alright, so for the shape kind of for his face, right? So we have this mask is going kind of around the rest of his face, right? So it comes out from the bottom here. So it's going to go up to here, like so. And this side will do the same. So it'll go like so. And this part goes behind his ears. So his ears just here. This is the ear lobe, just like so. And then another line for the bottom of that mask, just here. And it could have an extra line on it as well. Just like that. Like so. So then the side of his head, so it's going to go up like this, to there, up like so, like that. And then his ears are in here, they're just kind of square sort of shapes, just in here, down like so, another one here, down to there, back in, like so. And then coming out from the top of this love heart, we have two straps that go around the back of his head. So coming out from his head this way, comes in towards that love heart, and then goes behind just there. And then the other side comes down this way into that love heart, join it up like so. Same thing over this side. Curves around, down, back in behind, and then down, back in behind there. And then the top of his head, just up to the Pope's hat. I'll never not be able to see that as a Pope's hat now. Like so. Okay, his neck. So we'll bring it down like this. And then we have the other side. So down like so. And then he has those big collars that come out from behind his neck. So like those big strips of silver or metal that come out from this chest plate. So two go behind his neck just here. And then they come in to the chest plate just down here. So see, we have a line across this way and diagonal down just there. And then these come in to the bottom of that, like that, like so. Then the other side, into here, next side into there. Okay, so in here we can see some like chest muscle lines. So let's see. So curving across, down, back up, and across to there. And then some neck muscle lines just here, like so. Like this. And these pieces of metal might have some like hatching and edge lines on them, just coming up and around that way. Don't have to do this, of course. You can just color them gray or silver. So then the rest of his chest plate, so we're going to bring it right out to here, and then right out to there. And then we're going to go down in sort of a triangle sort of shape, down to about here, and then back up into there, like so. And then we give it an edge, a line up that way, and then back like so, back up to here. And there's a top line up here, and then two sort of letterbox like shapes down here. One, a bigger one on top, like so. You could give it an edge or a shadow just here. So then out from this come the other piece of metal that go around behind Hierophant Green's back. So what's the best way? So like there's one coming out this way. The other side of it is right up here. And the last one goes out that way. So these go up and around his shoulder. Just say this way, one there, one there. So those three lines indicate the direction. And we're going to go fairly wide, right? So his shoulder muscle is actually like here. So that's how wide this one goes. So the other shoulder is like over here as well. So real wide shoulders. A lot of the stands in JoJo have pretty muscular frames. Hierophant Green is kind of a skinny version. It's like he does yoga rather than weights. But he's still wide shoulders. So then this line is going to come up this way and around the back like this. And that goes around the next one. So this curves around like so, back down to there. And these are sort of lines in between as well. So we have, say, his back muscle just there. And then this comes down, meets that line. And then we have like an edge line to this, just there. Inside line for that one. Goes down into here. And then this could have an edge line or two. We can see like his trapezius coming down towards his shoulder down here, and then another sort of line in here that goes down to his shoulder then, and this could have an edge line to it here as well, like that. And of course if you wanted you can add hatching on the corners, on the edges. Not essential though. And right, we'll do that over here as well. So we can see some of his trapezius muscle just going up into there, and then this one curves around that. And then this one comes up and around into there. And then it has like that edge. So hatching if you wanted. We can actually see some more of his collarbone coming across here. We should see some of his trapezius coming in here as well. Then we have another one of these straps coming around, like so. Another line going in here, and then an edge to this one. Right, nearly there. Right, so chest muscles, just here, curving around. Coming in to that chest plate, just there. Other chest muscle, curve it around into there. Then, what to do? So he's got these kind of straps or like parts of his skin. So it curves around here. And then we have another bumping line for the side of his arm, comes down off my page there, and then the side of his body comes down like so, and another line for the side of his body there, and then the inside of his arm, these patches that come down here, some double lines around them, lines there, and then bicep there. And maybe a line here for shoulder muscle. And he's got some lines that come down the center of his abdomen. They come out to like a circle down here. And side of his body over here. And then his arm, like this one over here. So we curve this around. Curve this underneath. To there. Inner arm, tricep, and bicep. Yeah, boom. And let's see here, and we give these some extra lines coming around this way, just give it some detail. You can do as much of this detail as you wanted, of course. But I'm going to leave it there, and that is how to draw Hierophant green. Of course, all his skin is like that shaded green sort of liquid, sort of all this sort of area, and these are all like grey and silver. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.